Congratulations, you just bought a Classico EuroBar Station. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set it up. Keep in mind that all of these steps can be in whatever order you want. Usually I put ice and garnishes last. In this video, I'm going to do it for first. But remember, any order works. So the first thing you're going to want to do is ice your garnish tub area. This is drained and insulated. So I'm just going to go ahead and, as a demo, put ice in here. Once the ice is full, I'm going to put in my garnish tubs, whatever order you wish. These pans or tubs come in different sizes. So if your bar requires more garnishes, then you can get the 4-inch. If you think it requires less, you can get the 2-inch or whatever size fits for you. So now I'm putting my fruit away here, obviously in whatever order you wish. The next thing I am going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up your ice bin. You get a few things and sometimes you just don't know what they are. This is a grid that sits on the bottom of the bin. Make sure that the ice that melts can drain out. After that, we can put a little divider. Where did the divider go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go from here. So you put this grid right back into this bin. That grid allows for the drain to not get clogged. The next thing you want to do, if you're going to have multiple types of ice, is to put in your divider. I'm going to set that divider at about an 80-20, and then I'm going to go ahead and set in my ice scoop holder. Obviously, whoops, I put that upside down. Obviously, you don't have to put it in if you don't want to. These are all movable and removable if you wish. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my ice just as a demo. I'll get some fake ice and put it in. Okay, so now hypothetically, ice is in the bin. Ice is in the garnish tray. Garnishes are ready. Now it's time to take a look at this guy here. This guy here is made of 4 pieces. You don't need all 4 of them. You will likely need at least 2 of them. So what I do here is I take this guy here, which is a false bottom. This makes it perfect for your shorter tools, such as your strainers. And I put it in right here just like this. Now I have that false bottom in there. And then I actually take this guy here and I put it in there as well. These two will connect, but I'll show you how to put it in if you want to come over here. So these 2 cuts here are for knives, and you don't want your knives to be in the way of the faucet or the spigot. So you're going to put this one in first, okay, just like so. And then you're going to take this one here and you're going to put it in. Now, like I said, you don't have to do that. You can take these and set them aside and not use them if you wish. This is how it was, the scenario is if you use everything. Now, this allows you to put in some of your shorter tools so that you can still grab the handle from the inside. If we would have put them in here, they would fall inside. So we'll take those, we'll take a couple of these. Now our taller tools. This happens to be a taller tool, right? I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna take maybe a few spoons. Oh. A few spoons. I'm gonna take my tweezers. All my tall tools will go in here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ice scoop, put it in here, and then I'm going to set up my bar by putting my jigger where I prefer. Get a few shaker tins going on over here, maybe a little beaker. Put that right here. As you know, you can also put them up on your scupper. Using both the scupper and the prep area is a really ideal scenario. And now I'm going to set up some of my bottles. Obviously, I would put my bottles right here inside of my iced juice well. Usually, these are your left-handed juices if that's the type of bar you're running. Usually, your soda gun would be on this left hand as well. non-dominant hand for juices and sodas. Now that that's set up, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna set up my bottle well. Now my bottle well has 2 stories. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just set these over here. Okay. I got 5 bottles on the top. Now I want you to see something if you want to come down here with me. Over here, you have these white, round little nubs. They screw and unscrew. As you unscrew them, they come up. They come closer to the outside. That way, if you have a bottle that's this tall and a bottle that's only this tall, but you want both of the speed pourers and the necks to come out at the same height, you can adjust and get them to the right height, okay? Obviously here I'm just using plastic show bottles that are all the same height, so that's gonna be very easy. What do you do down here? This is for anything and everything. Tabasco bottles, leftover cell phones, anything that really you're not grabbing very constantly, that goes down there as a little bit of storage. Now, we have some drawers here. This is just your usual little storage cabinet where you can put in small wares and things like that. Over here, we have a drawer. And when you see this drawer here, right, I already have some bottles in there. You can use them to put bottles, or you can use it for whatever you want. They're meant to clear a tall bottle with pour spout. So if you want them pour spouted, you can still do that. Same story happens right here for this drawer right here. Once again, you can put in as many bottles that will fit, depending on the shape and the size, and then it will close with that. What else is there to say? How do I make a drink on this station? I mean, you can make it however you want. It has a scupper, or it would come with a scupper, so you can do it however you wish. I like to use the hybrid of the scupper and the prep area. So if I were to get my serving glass, I would ice it and put it up here. I would ice my tin. I would take my small tin or my glass beaker and I would pour in my ingredients just like so. I would seal the shaker, give this a shake, crack that open, rinse this and put it away. I would strain my drink, take this, put it to rinse right in its appropriate little compartment. I would dump, I would rinse, I would put this away, and then I would garnish. And obviously, bartenders, you can do that in whichever order floats your boat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are any questions, reach out at EuroBarStation.com and we'll be more than happy to help you.